want to talk should please hold on. I'm trying to prepare the live streaming. So once it's set up, I will reintroduce myself and I will reintroduce what we are doing, then we'll start.
Bye. I don't want to get this one. Wedding one. This other Victoria. I don't want.
Okay, good morning one more time. Can you please mute yourself? Can you please mute yourself? Can you please mute yourself? Okay. Okay, good morning once more time. I'm Dr. Kemi Adetuyi-Olu-Francis. I'm taking you this course fed 121 and it's Introduction to Teaching Profession. And today we want to discuss trade union and career opportunities in teaching professions. So I said we want to discuss. It's going to be discussion interaction. So like I said, can we have one or two of you tell us what you know about trade union? Have you heard about trade union before? What is your understanding of it? So if you wish to talk, go ahead and let us hear you.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Go ahead. Introduce yourself. Let's tell us your cohort. And go ahead. Thank you.
Someone is not pay me. You know they not pay me. This online class online. I never even attend. That was tough.
Excuse me, please, apart from the person that is talking to us, no one should unmute. So I've already muted everyone and I didn't hear your name. That student that want to address us. So please unmute yourself and start again, starting with your name. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Unmute yourself and talk to us. I have muted everyone because of the background noise. Unmute yourself and tell us what you understand by trade union, the concept of trade union. Have you heard about it? What is your understanding about it?
A trade union is an organization made up of members, and its membership must be made up of many members.
Okay, so can you please introduce yourself and tell us your cohorts? Unmute yourself and tell us your name and your cohorts. Don't forget that this is a class and continuous assessment is continuous. It's not just one time off. So your participation in class, your interactions are going to be noted. Your compartment in class also will be noted, and everything will make up of your continuous assessment grade. So kindly introduce yourself. Let me note who is interacting in this class. It has to be interactive class. Thank you.
Me trading.
Okay, since the last contributor did not want to introduce herself, can we hear from any other person? What is trade union? What do you understand by it? Have you heard about it before?
Good morning, ma. My name is Kanabel Rosemary from Special Education.
Okay. Go ahead.
A trade union is an organization made up of members, and its membership must be made up of mainly workers.
That's beautiful. Thank you. The membership must be mainly workers, workers of different professions. Can somebody else help out to complete that? Are we relating here with workers of different professions?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
So a trade union can be a group of people that work as teachers, as drivers, as bricklayers.
Good morning,
Is that
ma.
what we are saying?
Good morning,
Good morning, ma.
Yeah, good morning. Introduce yourself and talk to us.
I am Juliana Ojapa from Chemistry Education, and I think a trade union members would just be from a particular organization. It would be from just one particular organization. So there are different trade unions for different organizations.
Shut up this morning.
Okay, the next speaker can go ahead.
Good morning, ma.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Emere Chidera from Technology and Vocational Education, Home Economics.
All right, go ahead.
So, a trade union is an organization that represents and protects the rights of workers, I think.
Can you please speak out? I can't hear you clearly.
I said a trade union is an organization that represents and protects the rights of workers, I think.
Beautiful. Protects and regulates the rights of workers of professions. Okay, that contributor has muted. Can we hear more contributions? I just want us to hit the nail on the head.
Good morning, ma.
Morning.
Ma, so my name is Buhari Aishat, cohort business education.
Okay.
A trade union is an organization of workers who come together to negotiate with employers for better wage and benefits and working conditions.
That's beautiful. But I want
Okay,
a
ma.
clarity here. When you talk about workers, are we talking about workers of the same profession or of diverse professions?
Of different professions can be the same also.
Of different, you say?
I said of different and can also be the same.
Okay, either of the same profession or of different profession. Okay, noted.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, noted. Noted. Thank you for your contribution. So I want 2 more contributors.
Good morning, ma.
Yeah, good morning.
Miss
Your name
Ewan.
My name is Faboyebola from Early Childhood, ma.
Okay.
Trade union refers to an organization of workers whose aim is to maintain or improve the condition of their employment or the interest of their members in the workplace.
Okay. Can we have, okay, let me have one more person. Thank you very much.
Good morning,
Can I have
ma.
one more person?
Good morning,
Just
ma.
yeah, good morning. Go ahead.
Trade unions are structured organizations comprised of workers from various industries and professions, united by the common goal of advocating for better working conditions, fair wage and improved benefits.
All right, thank you. The last part of your contribution was a little bit cracky. I didn't get it.
I said trade unions are structured organizations comprised of workers from various industries and professions, united by the common goal of advocating for better working conditions.
Thank you so very much. In short, you have encapsulated everything that everyone has said. Okay, thank you so much. But I'm wondering, don't we have male voices in this class? I think all my contributors are female except for one male voice. I need just one more to be male voice. A male contributor, please. Gender balance.
Good morning, ma.
Okay, thank you very much. Your name?
Abdul Baki from Chemistry Education.
All right. Talk to us.
Trade union is also a labor union. It's an
Okay.
organization comprised of workers that come together to promote and protect common interests in the workplace.
In the workspace. That's great. So thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate your contributions. They are brilliant contributions. Trade union, we have established the fact that it's an organization. And one of the contributors made us to know that it's a structured organization, not just any organization, but a structured organization comprising of workers. And these workers can come from all sorts of professions, but with common goal to have a good working condition, a minimum acceptable working condition, relating with the welfare of the workers, the working condition, the remuneration, and all that. Okay, so can we have examples of trade union? Can we have examples of such organizations that are saddled with the proper working condition, interest of the workers, and high standard welfare of the worker. Can we have example of this trade union? Do you have an idea of any?
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Example of trade union. No, network.
Good morning, ma. You don't hear anything. Are you hearing me?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Good morning.
Good morning, ma.
So let the male voice speak first. I think it
Yeah,
thought I was off, so it didn't speak.
yeah. Good morning, ma'am. My name is Kendi Adragbemitomiwa from Integrated Science.
All right, go ahead.
So my example of a trade union is it's also known as the ASU. ASU is a part of the Nigeria, is part of trade union.
Can you tell me the full meaning of ASU?
Okay, the full meaning of ASU is Academic Staff Union of Universities.
Thank you. Okay, so the other person, the lady, can you please go on?
Good morning, ma.
Morning, good morning.
Another example of trade union is NUT, ma.
Full meaning of NUT?
Nigeria Union Teachers, ma.
Thank you. I need more. We should be able to enumerate 10 in this class.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Another example of trade union is NLC, Nigeria Labour Congress.
Fantastic. That's great. Okay. That we have enumerated 3. We are going to 10. Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Now the fire for this class.
You will do me good and you will do yourself good if you introduce yourself before contributing so that I can note it. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
One person at a time.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, ma'am. Another example of trade union is also known as the Actor Guide of Nigeria.
Okay. That's great. Thank you.
Good morning, ma.
Go ahead.
Ma, we also have NANS, ma.
Meaning?
I'm talking now. NANS, ma.
Full meaning of NANS?
National Association of Nigeria Students.
Okay, so I have an issue with that. From our definition of trade union, are they workers?
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
No, I need a response to that.
No, they are not workers.
Are they workers?
The stuff we just said now.
So, are they workers? Can they be classified as trade union?
No, they are not workers. They can't be classified as trade unions.
You said what?
They are not workers. They can't be classified as trade unions.
Thank you very much for that clarity. Okay, another contributor.
My name is. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
My name is from Math Education. We have NUPEN,
okay.
National Union of Petroleum and Gas Workers. They are also a trade union.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am.
Good
Yeah,
morning.
good morning.
Yeah, my name is Gbadebo Samuel from English Education.
Okay.
Hello?
Go ahead.
NUJ, Nigerian Union of Journalists.
That's great.
Good morning, ma.
Yeah, good morning.
My
My
name
name
is
is
TUC, ma.
Lydia.
Your name?
Abiona Lydia Oluwatomiwa from Art Education.
Art education is not a cohort.
Good morning, ma.
No, I need is it Tomiwa that was
Yes,
talking?
ma. Yes, ma.
Also, you
Art.
said you're from art education. I said that's not your cohort. I want your
Oh,
cohort, not your department. Okay.
oh,
Good
So
morning, ma.
let me help you to clarify that. You have a department, and under your
my
department, we have cohorts.
is B or B.
Hey, mute yourself, please. Mute yourself, please. If you're not talking to us, please mute yourself. So I was talking to Tomiwa. I wanted to clarify that for her.
Yes,
Many
ma.
of you have that confusion. So when we talk about your cohort, we are talking about your course of study, your program.
Okay.
Your course you.
Christian religion study, ma.
That's great.
Okay. Yes,
That's great.
CRX.
Continue. So give us
So,
your
ma,
example of a trade junior.
so we have NUT.
NUT, someone already said that.
Oh,
Good
Accept.
They bring different calls. Ma.
You say?
Good morning, ma'am.
Sorry, allow Tomiwa to finish, please. Excuse me, that's my voice. Don't intimidate her. Excuse me. On a lighter mode, okay? Okay, so Tomiwa, go ahead. Give us another example.
oh, ma, I don't have.
You don't
You
have
said
another
someone
one.
has.
That's
Yes.
right now. It's okay. Okay, the male voice can come up now.
Good
We
morning,
have the
ma.
National Union of Transport Workers.
Oh, I need your name first.
I'm Emoson Toluwalashe from Physics Education Department.
I didn't hear you clearly, okay?
I'm Emoson Toluwalashe from Physics Education Department.
Okay, Toluwalashe, physics education. So your
Good morning,
example
ma'am.
of the
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
I'm not
The
done
National
with
Union of
Toluwalashe.
Transport Workers.
I'm not done with Toluwalashe, please. Okay. Toluwalashe,
Good
what's the
morning, ma'am.
example?
National Union of Transport Workers.
Okay, National Union of Transport Workers. Okay, they're the ones that will say, no, when there's no fuel, we will not work. They are not working. And then everybody will be at the bus stop and you won't be able to move. Or the
Good morning,
fuel
ma'am.
is too
Good morning,
expensive.
ma.
Okay, the female voice first. Okay.
Good morning, ma. My name is Cannabel Rosemary from Special Education. NW Nigerian Workers Congress.
NW what?
CIMA, Nigerian Workers Congress.
Okay.
Good morning,
Okay.
ma'am.
Good morning,
Yeah.
ma.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Madila from Kwara from Educational Foundation. Now.
Okay. Educational Foundation.
We have an association of civil servants of Nigeria.
I can't hear you very well, please.
I said we have association of civil servants of Nigeria. Now.
Okay, 6,000 of Nigeria. Good. Two
Good
more.
morning, ma'am.
Yeah.
My name is Olashukwe from Mathematics Education.
Mathematics education. Go ahead.
MBA Nigeria Bar Association.
That's great. Okay. One more.
Good morning, ma'am. My name is Olugomba
Good morning.
Oluwatimi. We have TUC, which is Trade Union Congress of Nigeria.
That's great. Okay. And then the last voice that was saying good morning at the same time with you should speak.
Good morning, ma.
No,
Good morning,
it was a male voice. It was a male voice.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, my name is Balugu Abdurrahim from Mathematics Education.
Okay.
Yeah, we have the Pengasan, ma'am.
Pengasan, that's great. Okay, 4 minutes.
Petroleum and National Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, ma'am.
Senior staff. So that tells us that we can have trade union for senior staff, we can have for junior staff, we can have for factory workers, we can have for the bar, the legal unit. We can have for medical. There is no profession that is not taken care of in trade union.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of your contribution. And if some of you notice it, you will see that I've been discussing with you while on road. I've been driving, holding this class. So hence some noise at the background that you may be having. I'm just getting to the office now to park. So that tells you that you must be ready at all times as a teacher to take your lecture, to take your class. That means you must prepare at all times. So if I'm not prepared, we won't be able to start. Okay, so now that we have been able to establish what trade union is all about and the examples of trade union that we have, in this our profession, this profession you are being trained for, what are the trade unions that relate directly with teaching profession? Yes?
NUT.
NUT? NUT, good. Which other one?
ASU.
ASU, great. Then what do we call the association that is the association governing teachers in polytechnics, teachers in colleges of education?
ASU.
ASU, good.
Yeah.
In colleges of education? Colleges of education? Oh, what's happening there? What's happening there? Can somebody use the fast finger?
COESU. College of Education Academic Services.
That's COESU.
COESU.
Yeah, that's it. Because teaching profession qualification starts with NCE in Nigeria. And who can tell me the full meaning of NCE?
National Certificate Exam. National College of Education.
National Certificate Exam? Come on, that's not
National
it.
College of Education.
You said what?
National College of
National
Education.
College of Education.
That's beautiful. National College of Education. Could it not be Nigerian College of Education? Could it not be Nigerian College of Education?
National
Nigerian
Certificate
Certificate in Education.
My student.
National Certificate.
Nigerian Certificate in Education.
Hey. Nigerian Certificate in Education.
National College of Education, man.
Ah, this is great.
National Certificate in Education.
National Nigerian Certificate in Education.
Okay, that's an assignment for you. Excuse me, it's okay. National Certificate of Education, Nigerian Certificate of Education, National.
Oh my! In education, in education, in education, not of education.
Okay. I'm not going to tell you the real answer, but I need you to have a grasp of what it is, because you cannot shy away from that on this course, either as assignment or as one of your questions in examination, because you are expected to know by clarity what NCE means. Do you understand?
Okay, ma'am.
We leave it there. Okay, so the next thing I want to ask us about is for us to have these associations, are employers happy with these bodies? Are employers happy with these bodies? Are they in support of the existence of such bodies? Such bodies that are interested in the welfare of the workers,
Yes,
that will
ma'am.
form a kind of condition of service and all that. Do you think employers are happy that
Yes,
we
ma'am.
have trade union around us?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Or do you think employers are happy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you are an
No, I don't think so.
listen to me very well. If you are an employer and you have proposed in your heart that according to the resources you have or by budget, that you are going to have 5 staff to handle a particular session and you will not spend more than 100,000 per month on these 5 staff. These 5 staff, whatever their qualification does not matter to you. What matters to you is you must not go beyond your budget. And based on this, these 5 staff overwork themselves. These 5 staff, they make a lot of profit for you. And suddenly, a body rises and says you are not fair, that you should be paying them, you should be catering for them with 1 million. How will you say it is 100,000 you will use to cater for them a month? 1 million is what they deserve. Will you be happy?
No, ma'am.
So employers usually are not comfortable with trade unions because they see trade unions to come and challenge them of what they think they have already structured. They have come to interrupt their structure. That's why you will see workers will say, today it is down tools. This is unfair. This is unfair. How could this be? So, and when there is a down tool, that is strike, do you think the employer is happy? The employer will not be happy. And whenever there is such action, it is to force out some fortunes from the employers. So the employers usually are not happy when the trade union, stand for what they ought to stand for. Though we have a lot of corruption in the air, where the ESCOs, the executive members of the trade union, would go and betray the trust of members. That's where you see members having issues.
No, this one are 42
Sorry,
like
I'm
this.
trying to log in with my system. So I need to log out from my phone. So give me just a few minutes. A few seconds.
I to dress like people go do pom work. Where are they go? Now, so at the right time, Chebi, you remember? Akube, you low for 6. How about for 6? Then what?
No noise, no noise, no noise. Please, unmute your mic, no noise.
Borrow me your tape.
Hello, unmute your mic, no noise. Please. Hello.
Back to what we are talking about. So you have given us examples of trade union that you know, and I'm trying to let you know that no employer is ever happy with trade union actions, because the trade union will ensure that the workers are being taken care of, at least fairly taken care of, because we are still a developing country and we can't have everything that is expected as in terms of infrastructure. Okay, sorry, I was cut off by internet. So what I was saying is we can't have everything that is required. Like for you to be a teacher, you are expected to be treated at a very high level of, you are supposed to be placed on a very high standard of condition, working condition, because you're dishing out knowledge, you're molding minds, you're forming the nation. We have been told that there is no nation that can rise above its educational standard, the standard of the education in the nation. So this means that it is you as a custodian of knowledge that will team up, or as custodians of knowledge that will team up to ensure that the nation keep rising. So you are expected to be placed on a very, very beautiful package, attractive package that will even make people want to come to teaching profession. But what do we have? Reverse. Many of you here, if I begin to ask, if you want to take if we want to collect the data here now, but do you desire to be a teacher after your program? Majority of you will say no. Majority. Short. If we want to be very scientific and I put out the pool now, you will see that about 80% of you will say no. Just about 20 will say yes. I opted for teaching. I want to be a teacher. And I can say it also categorically that out of this 20%, we can have us only 5% that will be male. Majority will be female. So you have the energy, the male that can go here and there, jump here and there, we don't want to be nation builders. Because the package is not attractive. Because the treatment is not fair. And that is what NUT stands for. That is what ASU, KWESU, ASUP, these are what they stand for. To ensure that the employers respond to the requirements, the basic requirements in terms of welfare of workers. And that is what trade union stand for. Now, before we go to, because of our time, I don't want us to forget the fact that we have 2 topics before us. And the second topic is career in teaching profession. We have diverse careers, diverse in teaching, even in this teaching profession. And it has to do with your own program, not just general teaching profession, but that is peculiar to your program. We have a whole lot. We also have a whole lot that is common to all. Common to all. We also have a whole lot that is common to all. So now, I want you to talk in terms of your own discipline. What are the areas that you think you can dive into after being formed, after your formation, after you have finished your training in University of Lagos, having your first degree? What are the areas in your own profession that you think you can explore? You see, teaching or career generally is no longer one size fits all. I am into engineering, I must finish to be an engineer. I am into education, I must finish to be a teacher. We have diversification of career opportunities. So as an individual, you have come and you didn't actually apply to study education. You were given. As call it. Was it forced on you? No. You were given. You were had. You weighed it and you concluded. Okay, so sorry. Internet again, so sorry. Okay, so you chose to come for this program. You were not forced to come because you were offered and you accepted the offer. So I want you to change your perspective today. Don't say I was given. And this is not what I really want to do, but I was given. But you accepted. The fact that you accepted, you have taken responsibility for it, and you must do it well. So let me tell you, I'm privileged to be in a team of career, development services in the University of Lagos, and we drive conversations on career opportunities in all the chosen courses of our students. There is no course that do not have career opportunities, diverse career opportunities. There is none. There is no particular course that is only just one angle, that you just face this angle and that's all. We have diverse, opportunities in careers. So I just want to feel you. I just want to hear from you. I want to know what is your own mindset about the course you're doing. What are the opportunities that you have come to realize exist in your course of study? Maybe because before you came in, you were told that this and this are possible when you're done. Or as you started receiving lectures, you discovered that. Can you please mute yourselves? Okay, so I've muted all. I've muted all. If you want to talk, you unmute yourself, okay? So, or maybe as you started receiving lectures, you discovered that, oh, there are opportunities like this, and then you began to see, oh, I can stay here. Because some of you, you were deceived that after your first year, you can be transferred to another program. Like, oh, you wanted to do law, and you were given, maybe you were given language, and then you thought that if you do well in language, then you will apply to go for that your law. You will apply for transfer. I'm very sorry to burst your bubble that you cannot be allowed to be transferred from education to other departments, other faculties. Other faculties are transferred to education. Education cannot be transferred to other faculties, but you can have inter-faculty transfer. You're doing maybe chemistry education and you are not finding it funny, and then you decide to say, okay, maybe I will go from chemistry education to management. educational management, or you're doing management and the thing they're saying they are becoming too complicated for you, and then you look at it and say, okay, you prefer to come to languages within the faculty, but for you to leave Faculty of Education and be transferred to other faculties, I'm very sorry to bust your bubble, it's not possible. We don't have that policy yet. Maybe this morning, look for points in what you have and grow in it. So I want us to just rub minds. Like I told you, this one is going to be discussion. So we're going to have discussion. We're just interacting, So tell me, what have you discovered? Or what did you share? Or what do you understand about your own chosen career, your own chosen course that stands as opportunity, juicy, image that you're looking at that keeps you going in your own profession. So you wish to talk, you can go ahead. Like I usually, because I was driving, so I didn't use that rule. My rule in taking online lectures is if you must talk, first and foremost, you raise your hand and I will call you. So now we're going to use that. So locate the raising of hand on your device. That's great. Thank you. So then for those that do not have your name, so I think you have logged in with your matric number. So I'll be calling the last 3 digits of your matric number. I will start with the first 2 digits and the last 3 digits. First 2 digits, last 3 digits, because your first 2 digits talks about your year of entry. Then your last 3 digits, it's your own peculiar number for that set. Okay, so let me call Adelaja. Adelaja, please speak to us.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm an education student, and I feel like after course, I can actually work in an organization that produces chemicals, whether agricultural or anything. Then I can also dive into like producing like air care products, like things that have to do with producing chemicals like that.
All right. So your cohort is chemistry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's
Good morning,
great. So let me
Good
talk about the contribution of Adelaja first. So from what Adelaja said, she's already aware that she can also be an entrepreneur. So she can also venture into producing and be an employer of labor. So I want to encourage those of you into chemistry education to pay adequate attention to your practical sessions. Ask questions, explore, okay? Explore, ask questions, pay attention, enter into lab, request for permission to enter into lab and practicalize the theories you were given, so that on your own, you can come up with mixture of chemicals. Some of these chemicals are from natural, plants, or plants, flowers, even from maybe from rock, from sand. You can get some things from there that you can bring together to form something that will be useful. Because you see, what makes wealth is responding to people's need. If you know people can be tasty and you are producing water, then you will become wealthy because you're responding to the need of the people. When I say wealthy, I'm not talking in terms of just financial worth, but there's a fulfillment within you that you are a solution provider. So that is riches. That's rich. That can be tantamount to riches. That you are a solution provider. When people are stuck, they come to you. When you see people in need, when you get there, there's solution. There is a way out. So that makes you wealthy. That's what you see. They'll say health is wealth. It does not mean that when you are healthy, you have plenty money. So that's to tell you that when you talk about wealth, it's not just about money. It's not just about, you have financial, abundance. Okay. So I need you in chemistry education to look into that area. So that is a kind of revelation to you. That's okay. Apart from teaching chemistry in secondary school, I can work where chemicals are being manufactured. I can also manufacture produce medicinal, ointments to treat maybe eczema, dandruff, and all that. But you must pay attention in class. You should not come to class because they ask us to come and we have taken attendance. I go off. Okay, so Adelaide, you can put down your hand so that I call the next person. Kenny Tommy. Kenny Tommy, can you please talk to us? Adelaide, put down your hand. Except you still have something to say. Okay, thank you.
Okay, ma. So I noticed that me studying integrated science education can actually create a job opportunity for me as a lab technician, a research scientist, and data analyst.
That's great. That's great. So it means that you're not limited to teaching integrated science or basic science in schools. However, ensure that you grasp the rudiment of teaching, the ethics of teaching profession as we are impacting you now. So that if the job of lab technician or research analyst is not forthcoming, and you see opportunity to teach in Chrisland or in Corona, and they want to start with 500,000, different from that job at the research institute that they will be giving you 850,000. I think you can still make do with that teaching job before you go there. And you may also have your school where people will come and be impacted, but that requires a whole lot. But it's not impossible. It takes first determination, and you get there. Thank you for your contribution. Okay, so Folahan, Adetuyi-Olu Folahan.
Yes, ma. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Yes, ma. My name is Tilewa, and my contribution to the topic is I see educational course as a very broad career, in the sense that being an educator, I see it as being able to work in any field or any career or any organization you find yourself. In the sense that, like, before I got into school, I am I'm a business person, and I already have my business going, but I'm someone that love to, know about new things, so I just told myself, and I was I also had this syndrome. I was battling with the fact that people do say education has scam, when I see some graduates go out of school and still say education has scam, I beg, so I actually wanted to go into school to be able to defend this point, even though I was not a college graduate, I just knew that education can nowhere be scam, So I wanted to go into school to study more, so I could come out to pass this knowledge, which I'm finding it real fun, So it's fun to to me from my own part, because it has helped to broaden my knowledge. So with this knowledge, I feel I'll be able to function in any society I find myself. Aside being a teacher, it just makes you a better person.
That's great. Thank you very, very much for that insightful contribution. You see, so students, you see, you are really being blessed this morning because this is wealth of knowledge, wealth of information. Tilewa is a businessman doing his things, and there's no stress. But hearing people say education is a scam, how could that be? It shouldn't be. Because when you are educated, you are a transformed person. So you should be able to think out of the box as an educated person. Then he decided to come and see what is the scam in this education. And see, he hasn't gone too far, but he has been enjoying it. It's been very interesting. Sincerely, the problem we have is having a preconceived mindset. You see, if your uncle, your aunt was not doing it well or missed it at a point and didn't get the best out of the education he or she acquired or got, such a person could put that wrong notion in you. And bad things spread fast. Bad things, bad information, wrong information spread faster than the right and correct information. And the person will just say, education is a scam. What have we got from it? Look at me. Just look at me. Oh, we are looking at you. Were you not a cheat when you were in school? You say we should look at you. Your friends that were not cheating, that were consistent and were diligent, are they not placed in a better position in the society? Your friend that you are comparing yourself with, look at me, look at Bosun, look at Titi, look at Peju, look at Ngozi, look at Johnson. We are not doing fine. Okay, thank you for waiting. I'm back. So those your friends, I'm relating with a scenario where your aunt or your uncle had given you a preconceived idea of the fact that we just go to school, there's nothing to bring out of it. So I'm telling you that this your aunt or your uncle may be one of those who cheated while in school, who was never correct, who was never consistent, who was never diligent, who would always play around and play away with, instructions and, rules and regulations of the school, who was never well schooled. And now, having come out and not doing well, will not bring such information, such idea into your head. So many of you, you come into schooling with that preconceived notion that education is a scam. We are just here. I'm just here to get a certificate too. Not that I'm interested in all this thing. No, I have what I want to do. When I finish this one, I'm going to Lagos Island. I'll go and get a shop and be selling generator. I'm going to Lagos Island. I'll go and get a shop and I'll be selling clothes. I will go to Gbagi market. I will be the one supplying them clothes. All this one, I'm just here so that I'll just collect certificate so that I can tell my friends too that I'm also educated. Oh, my mommy say I must be educated. My daddy say, where will you put that one? You must also have your certificate. That's why I'm here. It's a wrong notion. Don't have a preconceived idea. Look at what Tilewa said. Is it Tilewa? Yes, what Tilewa? That he had to come and clarify this. That is it true? What is it that they are exposed to that made them to say education is a scam? It shouldn't be. I want to clarify it. I want to come and experience it myself. I want to clarify it, and I want to come and and experience it myself. And that is what he has done. And he said, so far, this is second semester in his first year, he's enjoying it. So student education is not a scam. Do it well. Be diligent, be consistent, be focused, be serious, and then you will see that it is not a scam. Each time you go to class, let your mind be open. Don't have a preconceived idea or preconceived notion. Let your mind be open for opportunities that may come. Just a word that will hit you and you say, wow. Then you will see that you will not be able to rest on your oasis because you want to search more, you want to go into more research, you want to ask questions because something has troubled your heart about what you've just heard. So that's it. Okay, the last person that we want to listen to is Abdurrahim.
Yeah, good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am. I noticed that as a mathematics education student, you can work as a statistician, you can work as a mathematician, you can work as an educator in mathematics, you can work you can work as a high school teacher too now.
That's great. You can
Yes, ma'am.
work as statistician. And
Yes, ma'am.
statistician, oh, super. Except you don't know what you're doing. There is money there. I say one thing, it says I started using computer since 1998. Yes. And then one thing I discover about computer. Computer is all about figures. It is configured with figures. So it's just like mathematics. So when you're getting it right, there's this joy within you. I am a linguist, okay? I am not a scientist. I'm a linguist, but
Yeah, marking
I love,
attendance.
I love my mathematics. So when I'm solving mathematics and I'm getting it, there is this joy. You just want to keep on going. The same thing happens when I started using computer. When I explore my computer and I get some things done, wow, it makes you feel good. And some people will say, why are we so bothered with mathematics? And I want to ask you, Abdulrahim, what is it that we need to know that we must pass mathematics? What is special about mathematics? I want to even know, maybe you, an expert, understand that. I do, but I want to hear from you. Why should I pass mathematics? Why should I even learn mathematics? All this formula and all those things, plotting graph, what is it? What is important about mathematics? Can you tell us? So Abdurrahim, I've muted all, so unmute yourself. Go on, yeah.
Okay, ma. Yes, ma. As a mathematics student, you need to pass mathematics because even though you are coming to a university, if you are studying Yoruba self, you must make sure you are at least sound in mathematics. There's no any course that you want to do that you should not be at least good in mathematics, man. All those plotting graphs, formulas, all these things, they are very, very important, man, in the life of a man. Yes, man.
All right, so I don't want to really put you in a very tight corner. So let me just let out what I know about it. Mathematics is all about solving problems. That's why you see when they write, they'll give you a scenario and say solve. They'll give you this scenario and say solve this equation, solve this problem. Mathematics is all about solving problems. And every aspect of our lives reflect mathematics. You will see, 1/3, half, every day you talk about mathematics, you live by mathematics, you do calculations and all that. So you can't run away from it. I love mathematics, though I am not a science person, but I love mathematics. Though I have a bit of science background, just a bit of it, a shady shadow, like something like that, okay? But I love mathematics. So you doing mathematics is not like, what are you going to do with it? You're just going to be a mathematics teacher. No, You can be a statistician. You can work in construction companies. You can work in research institutes. So you have a whole lot. So I'm just doing this to let you know that there are many career opportunities in whatever field of study you have chosen. You are not limited to classroom, profession. I mean, teaching profession. You are not limited to teaching profession. You can go. You can diversify. You can go. You can feature everywhere. Like according to what Tilewa said, you are fortunate to be in Faculty of Education because you can feature in many places, including teaching. Your friends that are in other faculties, if they must decide for teaching, they have to come back to Faculty of Education to do what we call PGDE, Postgraduate Diploma in Education. And all what we are teaching you now, they will have to be taught within 1 year. And of course, it's a postgraduate certificate. Postgraduate means after you are a graduate, you are now doing this as additional. But it would have been better for them if they had come here and be formed alongside their choosing career of interest, course of interest. But now they have gone out there and they found that there is no engineering work, there is no accounting job, there is no insurance job, and they want to now come and feature in classroom. They have no other option than to come and do PGDE. But you have been formed, you have been trained on how to teach. You have understood the etiquette of teaching. You have understood the diverse, aspects of teaching profession, how to impact, students, how to develop your content, how to deliver your instruction, how to manage your students, classroom management, large classroom management, and all that. So you don't have any headache when you're called to come and teach, even if you choose to go into communication. I'm surprised that those in languages have not responded to opportunities that are in your profession. Like those in languages, let me just do that for you. I am an expert in language. The opportunities that are before you include working in communication firm. You can work even in law firm. You can work in accounting firm. You can work in the embassy. You can work in the TV, sector and radio. You can work even in medical line. Like somebody that is studying French, engineers will need you, accountants will need you, communicators, those in communication sector will need you. You can feature everywhere. You can be interpreter, you can write books, you can organize programs on TV, on radio, you can have your channel on YouTube where you talk about your language or aspects of your language. You can be a teacher on the internet. You can have your product, your teaching products, or your maybe strategy, maybe you're dealing with strategies of learning a language or strategies on avoiding errors in particular language. You can have it as a product to be uploaded on Udemy, on Coursera, where people will come and buy the product. It's a teaching product, it's an instruction that you have packaged. So people will just go there and buy it. And they will listen and learn at their own comfort, comfort of their homes, of their schools, of wherever they may be. So these are opportunities. And now globally for all the disciplines, whether you're studying education, English, education, Igbo, education, mathematics, education, integrated science, whatsoever field you are, you can also feature in examination boards like the JAMB, the WAEC, the NECO. You can work there. Without having education certificates, you cannot work there, except for our society that we use long legism. Long legism. I think you understand what I mean. You use your long leg. It's long legism. So if you remove long legism, and we want to do it right, if you do not have education, qualification, you cannot work in WAEC. What are you doing there? You can't work in NECO, you can't work in JAM, because we need experts to handle those things. You cannot work in a curriculum firm, NERDC. You can't work there. Where we formulate policy on education, you cannot if you do not have educational background, if you don't have qualification in education. And you can't be on the same level with somebody that has a BA. If when you are done with your B.Ed or BA.Ed or BSc.Ed, as the case may be, you can't be on the same level with them because you have a higher formation. You have a higher formation. If you decide to have your school, the CAC, that's Corporate Affairs Commission, will not register you if you do not have education qualification. And it has level. If you just want to have creche, just creche and nursery, that's pre-primary education center. If that's what you want to have, then they may make do with your NC and BA/BEd. You want to have primary school, you want to have secondary school, you must have compulsorily, you must have BA/Ed or B.Ed, and M.Ed is of added advantage to you. So education is a place of opportunities, diverse opportunities for you. Don't joke away with it. You can become publisher. You don't want to enter classroom at all. You want to be publishing books. You can become publisher and have your publishing house. That's another opportunity. I, for one, after my NCE, I published a book. After my NCE, I've become an author since I finished my NCE. So it's not until you have PhD, until you become a senior lecturer or a senior teacher in secondary school, you have taught for 10 years. No. No. The fact that you are in year one does not stop you from venturing into all these things we're talking about. You don't have to wait till you graduate. In as much as as you're receiving this lecture, your mind is being awakened. Then you have to take a step. Because the Nigeria of today, the world of today, does not wait. It's moving. It's moving. The system is moving. It's not waiting for anyone. So you look for what is the need of the people. What are the people craving? Then you fit in. So your fitting in is you preferring solution to an existing problem. And that is what education generally is all about. You have come to school to solve the societal problem. You've come to school to be an independent person who can identify problem and provide solution to it. So, and coming to education, you're coming to look into what are the existing problems in education that I will be able to provide solution to in this chosen course of mine. Don't see yourself as unfortunate to be in education. Oh, I'm going to be a teacher. They don't pay teacher well. They don't pay them well, but have they left their job? That's a sincere question I ask people. Oh, they are not paying well, but we are still here. Are you not still here? They are still there. And they are still surviving. Not just surviving, they are still doing things. They are still achieving things. You see a lot of cars in our environment. Yes, they are not paying us well, but we are surviving. Do you know why? When you shape minds, when you impact lives, God open doors for you and make way for you. And that is one thing. That's why you hear people say the reward of teachers are the rewards of teachers are in heaven. Not like you will not be rewarded here, but God is interested in you, in your well-being. That you see, a true teacher's children cannot suffer. Because I've impacted your life, I've impacted that life. My child cannot go to where such person whose life I have positively affected, and my child will suffer there. So, on this note, I want to leave you with this counsel that decide and determine that you will not be a cheater, but you will be a teacher, even as you have come to learn teaching profession. Don't be a cheater, be a teacher. Because if you are thinking that you're going to cheat and get the certificate, life will cheat you. So don't think of cheating. If you say you're not going to teach, there's no one that will not teach and that will not be taught. Teaching profession is life secular activity. This morning, one way or the other, you have taught someone something. Someone has taught you something. So we were made to know that the day learning ends is the day that fellow drops dead. So we learn every day. We teach also every day, because you must put somebody through on something, one way or the other, whether directly or indirectly. So you must teach. So tell yourself, I will be a teacher and not a cheater. To decide in your heart that cheating will be the next option when I'm in a tight corner, is to tell yourself that life is free to cheat you too. And such people are those that will come out of school and say education is a scam. It's never a scam. For Tilewa, who spoke to us and brought about this, this statement of education is a scam, it exists. It's all over everywhere. But using it in this class for the first time this morning, he said that he is already a business person. But now that he has come to school, he has also been exposed to more information that is now affecting his business better, positively. So if you are into fashion, or you are into catering or event decoration or whatsoever field, and you decide to come to school, you will say that your reasoning will be different from when you used to be out of school. You will see that your interaction with people will be different. The way you will address issues, your perspective about issues will also be different, because now you are being exposed to a wider opportunity and wider information. You begin to see from a better perspective, and then you can relate better because you are a better person. You are now transformed, or you are being transformed. So you relate better. So you're in school so that you can have a better life. You can have a better understanding. You can have a clearer vision. You can have open perspective to issues. So that you don't remain myopic and stereotype. That's why you're in school. And this you must embrace with passion, because you're going to come out of Faculty of Education in the next 4 years, in the next 3 years, not 4 years again, in the next 3 years, and then you're going to be a mind builder. You're going to be a mind builder. So you're going to be telling yourself from now that you must also have a sound mind to be able to build minds. So You will be focused on careful use of your mind. You don't allow things that will not make your mind to be healthy to store in your mind. You shun them off and tell yourself, I am going to be a mind builder, and nothing, all issues of life comes from the mind. If you have not conceived it, you can't construct it. You must first conceive it, then you construct it. So you must guide your mind jealously. You must also act accordingly. If you have a friend that loves cheating, wasting away time, not paying attention to studies, excuse me, you have the liberty to leave that friend. You have the liberty to leave that friend and move on. Let me tell you, if that friend needs you, he or she will catch up with you, but you will have moved on. You say, it's my friend, my best friend, my best friend. I'm sorry, your best friend will associate with you when you are a success. Nobody associates with failure. So be responsible for your own self. There are so many opportunities in teaching profession. In this course you are doing, so many opportunities. Look inward. Look inward. And once you are able to see where you have passion, you locate your point of passion. Once you locate that point of passion, begin to develop yourself in that line. Begin to read about such. Go on the internet. Ask questions. Ask your lecturers questions. Don't keep quiet and be passive in class. Interact. You can make your millions even before you become a graduate. You can impact lives even before you become a graduate. You can be well established even before you become an undergraduate, before you graduate. Yes, but you must locate that's your point of passion and you must pursue it. So this is the counsel I'm going to leave you with. And next week, we'll continue this lecture, but I don't know yet if I'll be the one to handle it or my colleague will handle it. Do we have questions? We have 10 minutes left. You have questions, you raise your hand and I'll call you. Okay, so if you do not have any question, okay, yeah. Kenny Tommy is raising hand.
Yeah, good morning, ma. I want to ask a question. I had from one of our seniors. They said, as we are in Faculty of Education now, that at the end of our program, we'll be getting 2 certificates. That's one from Faculty of Education and one from Faculty of Science. How true is that, ma?
All right, thank you for that question. It is not true. It is not true. But we say you have combined honor. Combined honor. What that means is you can feature in 2 places. You can feature in 2 places. Meaning you can feature in education and the field of your content. For me, I finished in education French. I'm a lecturer of French. So what the degree we get is BA Ed. BA Ed. For those of you in sciences, you'll be getting BSc Ed. So what does that? Because we have people that have BA. We have people that have BSc, sorry. We have people that have B.Ed. So, but for you, you are combining BSc Ed. You are combining BA Ed. So it's combined honor. But it's not everyone in education that have combined honor. It's not everyone. People in management is B.Ed. I think people in foundations too is B.Ed, because they don't have content. But those that are in curriculum, like all the subjects, school subjects, you are combining your program is a school subject with education. Mine is education French. You are education chemistry. Another is education Yoruba. This person is education physics. So because education is one, then the physics. So you will see that you belong to two faculties. And you are taking an appreciable number of courses in those two faculties. It's different from somebody that just go to borrow one course in science or borrow two courses in psychology. You are taking number of courses in the two faculties. So you are going to have combined honors. So when they give you your certificate, they'll put, like for me in my certificate, they put BA Ed in bracket honors, because it is combined honors. That's why some of you will spend money here and spend money there. They will say, come and do this one here. You must partake in this one. You partake in that one. So that is it. Aduke, you want to ask something else? So I hope I've answered you. Sonny, Phoenix or something. I can't remember your name again.
Hello, ma.
Yeah, go ahead, Aduke.
I have a question, and my question is, in the education world, that we still have teachers that have not gone through, if the government brings the teachers that have not gone through the training of the thing. Because
your line is not clear. I'm just trying to strain my ears to get what you're saying. You said what? Try it again. Go ahead. Let me try to hear you.
My question is that what is the government doing? All our institutions doing to engage teachers that cannot educationally qualified? What are our response to educational?
Aduke, can you put this question in chat box? I couldn't hear you. Please do. Thank you. Thank you. So let's wait for her question. Let her type the question, then I'll respond to it. For those of you who are yet to put down your name, kindly do so. But if you have, don't repeat. If you have put down your name in the chat box, don't repeat it. If you have not, kindly put your name there. Your name, your matric number, and your cohort. Your name, your matric number, and your cohort. Okay, what is our educational institution and unions doing to school with no qualified teacher? Okay, so Aduke, I've seen your question, and like I said, we are peculiar in Nigeria. Who is that? Okay, like I said, we're peculiar in this nation. We make laws, we make rules, and then some people will bend it. The government frowns at you having a school without qualified teachers. Government frown at it. However, these same governments are the ones that we still approve of those schools, because they will go around and do inspection and see those things and still look away because somebody is rubbing their palms. Are you getting my point? So, but it is not accepted. It is clearly stated in the policy for registration of institutions that these are the minimum qualifications expected. But we see private schools, mainly private schools. You can't see unqualified teachers in public schools. You cannot. They are not there. But private schools, you see them. Like I am in French. My field is French. You will see those that are not educated because they speak French. Private schools will employ them. These people did not even go to school. They finish only primary school from their country. But because they speak French, and these school owners do not even understand French. The French these people claim to speak are not even correct one, because like if a child is an individual that finished primary school in Nigeria, ideally should be able to communicate in English, but can also have a lot of grammatical errors. And the same thing is what we have. But the school owners, because they want to cut the cost, they want to reduce their expenses. They say, after all, you can teach. Teach, y'all. A sister of mine was once approached on the street. Sister, can you teach? And she said, teach. I said, I can teach. Who cannot teach? I just told you, you teach and you are taught every day. I can teach. It depends on the level. This my sister did not even have complete O-level results. And then she was told that it's just preparatory class. And she said, yes, she can teach because she was the one helping her guardian to take care of the assignments of her children. So for that, she's qualified to teach. And that school employed her. She taught in that school for about 4 years. She didn't tell them she had taught before. She told them that, yes, she was the one helping her sister that she stayed with to take care of assignments. And they employed her.
Sorry, excuse me.
So that is it. Our time is up. It's already 10 o'clock. And I connected this class to my YouTube channel. I'm going to share the link. I want to share the link here. If you can just wait a bit, about 5 minutes. I'll share the link with you. You can simply go to YouTube and search my name too. You will find it there. But let me just make it easier for you, just in case you have another class. So who else is raising hand there while we do that? So that, okay, Blessing, you're raising your hand. You have something to say while I'm trying to get the link out.
Yes, ma. Actually, it's not a question. I just want to know when we are going to be submitting the assignment that was given to us the last class.
Yes, you should. You weren't given the time. Blessing, You weren't given the time.
Yes, ma, we are not giving time. We just said this week.
Oh, they said this week. Okay.
Yes.
I think by now your course rep should be collecting those assignments. So if you are told this week, then it means after this lecture, you should submit assignment.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just trying to get out the link and then. Hey, who is that? That is.
Are you a STEM professional and are looking to apply for U.S. permanent residency? Then stay tuned because today I'm going to be discussing an exciting you a STEM professional and are looking to apply for U.S. permanent residency, then stay tuned because today I'm going to
Okay, for those of you that are still here, that's the link to the live class. So I hope all the interruption along the line did not affect it. I put in the chat box. So, and then you can just subscribe to that my channel, and for those of you that are still here, that's the link to the live class. So I hope all the interruption along the line did not affect it. I'll put in the chat box. So, and then you can just subscribe to that my channel, and for those of you that are still here, that's the link to the live class. So I hope all the interruption along the line did not affect it. I'll put